Jungkook sat on the bed cross-legged, wearing only sweats, sleepy eyes, and one hand in his ear, as he stared at his wife. It was 3 a.m. when she woke him up by literally kicking him in the shin, demanding a burger. Wine, burger, won't appear itself just by staring at me. Go get me one, Jungkook. And let me guess, you don't want a homemade one? The way she made a disgusted face like she was going to throw out gave him his answers. Being 7 months pregnant, nowadays she was too blunt with her expressions. Sometimes Jungkook is unable to believe the fact that it's the same woman who was too sensitive about expressions, not to judge or hurt anyone by them. A few days ago, they went to a park for a walk, and she said ew so loudly at the woman passing by because she didn't like her pink bag, even told her to throw it away or a dog would eat her up. Most of the times, she said words that didn't make sense. Jungkook, it's 3 a.m., love. Everything is closed. Why? That's your problem. You can't even get me a burger. Is that too much I ask from you? I'm carrying your baby for 7 months and you can't even get me a burger. She yelled angrily, throwing a cushion at him, and then started crying, curling up in a ball. Her cries were loud, like a baby. Jungkook stood up wearing his shirt. Jungkook, hey, come on, don't cry, I'll get you a burger. Ryan, no, I don't want burger. I want divorce. Jungkook, yesterday you wanted to kill me, now you want a divorce. How many ways are you going to try to get rid of me? He asked patiently, and Ryan stopped crying. Ryan, but you're still here. I didn't get rid of you. Jungkook, you won't ever either. He said confidently, but bit his tongue knowing what was coming. Ryan, are you challenging me? She raised her brows and sat up, kicking the sheets away. Jungkook, my bad. How can I ever challenge you? Who am I to do that? She hummed, satisfied, and laid back down. Ryan, come here. She opened her arms, and he immediately put his cell phone away while he was too close to getting her a burger. He would have made his man get her a burger, even if he had to raid a place. Laying beside her, he tucked her hair behind her ear, then kissed her belly. Jungkook, I love you both so much. She widened her eyes and looked down with a gasp. Ryan, he kicked. Do you think he heard that? Jungkook got down and kissed her belly. Jungkook, hey, little champ, Daddy loves you. Ryan, he kicked again. He kicked again. He chuckled at her happiness and pecked her lips. He then took her in his embrace, and she was quite tired, so she slept immediately within a blink of an eye, feeling comfort in her husband's arms. The next morning, Jungkook woke up on time, getting ready, letting Wine sleep. However, she woke up when he was almost done with his preparations. Dressed in a three-piece suit, wearing his cologne, was when he saw her stirring in her sleep. Wine, are you going already? Jungkook, yes, I have some work to attend to. He walked over towards her, placed one hand beside her head, and leant down to her level. Wine, can't you stay for a while? I want cuddles. He persuaded his lips, and she turned her back at him. Wine, you must want to get rid of me now. You don't even look beautiful anymore, right? All those pretty ladies in your office must be tempting. He chuckled and sat beside her figure, stroking her hair. He had been reading a few books over pregnancy to be able to understand her, and what he learned was he needed a lot of patience to handle her mood swings. But somehow he only found her nagging, cute, and innocent. Jungkook, me, and other woman, lady, have you ever looked at yourself the way I see you? Jungkook, you're carrying my child. You're the only one I have loved and married. My lady, my wife, my queen. No one else is good enough to stand on that level. Vine turned towards him with a pout and then extended her arms. Vine, now, cuddles. He smiled and hugged her, letting her keep him in his arms for as long as she wanted. He was half sitting, yet stayed for her. Jungkook, do you want me to fetch you a burger on my way back? Vine, yes, two. I want two. Jungkook, alright, ma'am. Two burgers for you. What will my son like to have? Jungkook, he want two burgers too. Jungkook, are you sure he's too little for that? Vine, yes, he wants them. Mama didn't raise a. Jungkook, no cursing in front of my innocent champ. Vine, we'll curse when daddy leaves, okay? She pat her belly and he gave her a glare to which she stuck out her tongue. Vine, go do your boring work. Me and my son will play curse curse. Jungkook, if you think that will make me stay, then you failed, sweetheart. Vine, of course. Why would you even care? She scoffed and Jungkook stood up. Jungkook, oh god. He mumbled and received a pillow right against his face. Vine, did you just sigh? Jungkook, no, sweetheart. I was asking God to take care of you while I'm not here. Vine, remember my burgers, or even God won't be able to save you. He kissed her head and fixed the sheets around her. Vine snuggled in closing eyes, and so he pressed the button, letting the curtains close on their own. Jungkook, sleep well, love. I'm going to miss you so much. He whispered and left the room. As soon as he was out of the room, her fragrance gone, and the smile wiped off his lips. His eyes turning stone cold as he started his day. He was still a mafia with a whole empire up his back. The only source of warmth in his life was his wife, and now his son, who was coming soon in this world. As much as he wanted to be with her all the time, he needed to work to be able to protect her from every harm in this world. So his wife and his child gets the best life out there, and he was the man who was going to make it possible.